Happy Friday. Hopping on here for just a few minutes. I wanted to go over this beautiful Costa Rica itinerary with you. I'm so happy to hear that you want to spend your anniversary here. I got married in Costa Rica. I find it to be one of the most romantic and relaxing places in Latin America. So let me share my screen and we'll just go through the itinerary real quick so that you understand how the logistics work, what's included, and what to expect. So the trip is for September 22nd. You mentioned that this is when you want to travel. This is low season in Costa Rica because it could be rainy in the afternoon, which means you have all day to do excursions. And in the afternoon, there's usually like a siesta time and there's a shower, and then the clouds go away and it's back to the beach and back to the pool. It usually doesn't affect your travels at all. I have traveled to Costa Rica many times, often during this low green season, and it's some of the best times because the huge crowds are not there. The beaches are beautiful. There's wildlife everywhere. Everything is lush and green. So don't let that scare you because people are really discovering the season now and are traveling it. And I actually chose parts of the country for you to visit that are less affected by the green season. So let me show you what it would look like. December 22nd, you're going to take your flight to Costa Rica. You have two options of airports. I put here landing in San Jose, but you are welcome to land in Liberia as well. It does not make a difference. Private car is waiting for you, State Adventure sign with your names on it, and our guide will take you to your hotel. So we are going to focus on two areas, and our first area is Arenal. Arenal is the area of the volcano, and this creates a lot of hot springs. So you're going to stay at the Tabacon Thermal Resort. I chose this hotel, and perhaps you have heard of it before because it is the most famous thermal resort in the Arenal area. We've been working with them for 18 years. They have the most spectacular hot springs. So if you see here, all of these waterfalls are hot waterfalls. It is spectacular. People from other hotels will actually pay to come and spend some time in these waterfalls and these hot springs. It is spectacular. By you staying here, you have access to it all day, all evening. You can have an outdoor dinner and then go to the hot springs. It's magnificent. My first visit ever to Costa Rica 20 years ago, I stayed here and I just absolutely fell in love with that atmosphere that you will be able to have access without any problems. So it's a beautiful orchid room, indoor, outdoor. There's access to all the pools and hot springs. So that is your kind of location to enjoy. And there's all kinds of extras that I wrote here for you can go through. And while you're in Arenal, you're going to discover some things. You're going to go on tours. And I've included the mystical hanging bridges. This is so beautiful. Hanging bridges is a nice, gentle way to take in the cloud forest, the wildlife, views of the volcano. This volcano sometimes has smoke coming out, and or there's been instances a few years ago where lava was flowing. So it's an exciting part of the country, and it is filled with sloths in the trees, iguanas, colorful birds, and of course, monkeys. Monkeys are everywhere. You will wake up to the sounds of howler monkeys outside of your room for sure. So you're going to have these hanging bridges. And then afterwards, I have organized a beautiful Tico picnic. So Tico means a person from Costa Rica. It is a very special way to eat. It's like a white glove service, but outside. Definitely something that we love doing here in State Adventures. And this is how we will commemorate your special anniversary. So it's a really beautiful. We always pick an outdoor spot somewhere, usually by a river or under a canopy. So it's really lovely. It's private just for the two of you, as is the private tour of the hanging bridges. And then you return to your lodge. Now, the next day, I want to show you one of our favorite tours that we've added to our repertoire. And I just did this with my kids last month. It's the private sloth quest. It is so fun. So you're in a 4x4 Jeep with an expert naturalist guide, and you are out hunting to spot sloths, and he knows all the places where they live, which is really interesting because they do have specific trees that they love to live in, and you will see babies and couples and mamas, and it's so fun to be able to go from place to place, see all the fun sloths in their natural habitat. This is not a sanctuary. This is not going and being able to hold and hug a sloth. There's a lot of that going on in Central America, and we are not big supporters of that unless an animal needs help to be in a sanctuary to recover from an injury, or maybe it's an orphan, then they should be released in the wild. And some of these sanctuaries don't release them because they want you to pay to hug the sloth. So don't hug a sloth, go on a sloth quest instead. Just like this, you will get to be with a local person who is an expert in the region, a local friend, because he'll tell you, you know, where to go out for a nice dinner, or where the best bars are, to have some drinks for sunset, things like that. So it's a great experience. We absolutely loved it. And then you'll have some snacks, some Costa Rican things to taste as well. And then on September 25th, we will leave the jungle behind and we will go to the beach. And I've chosen Papagayo Beach because it's least affected, this part of the country, by the green season. So you'll be able to spend days on the beach and really enjoy. And the hotel that I was able to get for you is the Mangroove. Mangroove, if you are let me see if I have it with me, the Travel and Leisure magazine, it is in this month's issue as one of the top 50 hotels in Latin America. Huge, very popular, fantastic, unique, very chic property. The rooms are really fun because this is your bedroom, but then it also has this little hangout space with a hammock. So you're indoor, outdoor living, total pura vida atmosphere, completely what we do here in Costa Rica. Some extras for you I listed on here, and we will be here for a number of nights. So the first night is your arrival, you can relax. The second day, we're going to go on a canopy tour. So canopy tour is zip lining, and you know, you go up in the above the canopy of the trees. Really wonderful experience because it's completely different. It's sunny, you're up top, and of course it's thrilling to ride the zip lines. I chose to do it for you here because if we were to do it in Arenal, it's much higher, much faster, much longer. And here it's just like a more beach atmosphere, so it's much easier. It's a lot of fun. It's not scary, but you let me know. Does this sound like something you want to do? Or do you want to do something else? We can do a nice hike. We can go to mud baths and things like that. So there's other options if ziplining is not on your list. This is just the hangout area of the hotel. I wanted to show you that you have access to a pool. You're exactly on the beach, so you have access to both, you know, the ocean as well as the pools. So you have a full day where you can relax on the beach. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I see that I wrote the wrong numbers here. Day 7, we're going to spend a day free. You can enjoy the resort, and then we're going to go on a sunset cruise. It's a beautiful place to do that because the sun sets right there. You're on the Pacific side of the Costa Rican countries, so it's a great place to watch sunsets. And it's actually kind of part of the culture to watch the sunset. You know, maybe have a tropical drink or mocktail, whatever it is that you enjoy. And then day 8, and I will fix that right now before I send it to you. On September 29th, we're going to take you to the airport. And here you want to go to the Liberia airport because it's just an hour away and you can fly home. If you want to go back to San Jose, maybe the airline is much cheaper going to San Jose. We'll figure all of those details out. Then I will include a different guide to take you to the longer transfer. But 8 days, super romantic, great hotels for couples. And as you see, the price is under your budget. So I'm very excited to share this with you. Let me know your thoughts and happy travels.